Sammy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you very much. Sammy Davis, I'm here to the Hollywood Press Club. I'd like to say, Sammy, I'm here this evening and I did not have any idea of what a serious evening this would turn into. No, honestly, I must confess, all right? I got a call last week and they asked me would I present this award to Sammy Davis Jr., and I said yes. And they said, well, you don't have to say anything and don't just say stuff you feel. And they sent over a note with stuff on it. But it was just a note of just regular stuff. And then I heard this evening, I heard how people spoke of the individuals that received their awards, you know, with such love and sincerity, and it was beautiful and articulate, all the things that I am not. And no, and I mean, for Mr. Hal Roach, and I understood it, and I sat there, and I got chills for you, and I'm really happy to be a part of it this evening, and Mr. Forsythe, you know, and I think it's wonderful, and the things you said about Barbara Stanwyck, and I'm here a part of this, and I'm here, Sammy, and I want to say something. I don't have anything to say except stuff in here, you know, for you, because you're very special, man. You're very special to me as a young black kid in Peoria, Illinois. I saw you on television doing Ed Sullivan's show, and you inspired me to do things, and you've inspired a room full of people here. You have, I'd say it in my own way, all right? And I hope that you understand you have endured so much in your life, and you've never lost your love for people. You've never lost a drop of it. You share your life with all of us, and you are great, and you have, Sammy Davis, in case you don't know, then go home. I am humbled to be here to stand before you. I'm honored that I was asked to say these things, nice things about a man whom I have learned to love, and I have misunderstood in my own ignorance of human beings, and he has corrected me by his actions, not in the words, but his actions, how he treats human beings. I've learned to love through you, Sammy. And I thank the Press Club for asking me to honor Mr. Sammy Davis Jr. in the Hall of Fame of the Hollywood Press Club. Mr. Sammy Davis Jr.
Please, thank you. I love you, Richard. Thank you very much. For those of you who have only guessed at the sensitivity of that man who is hilarious, who is a comedic genius, you saw it displayed tonight. He let his gut show tonight, which he doesn't really. He really does. Thank you, Richard. Gary, as always, it's a ball. Gentlemen of the Hollywood Press, thank you. It's a much overused word. Just please, if I got no notes, no nothing. I am so honored. You ever lay in a hospital with an illness of some kind, as I did in November? hip operation. And you get the operation and the doctor tells you you're going to be all right. And you're going to be able to move and you'll be able to dance again and all that. And you're 59 going on 60. And you say to yourself, you get the sorries is what you get. Man, everybody's young, I'm old. Yeah, and look at him, man. They're making $42 million a year, and I worked, struggled on my... And I went through it all, as did my wife, as did my friends who hang with me. And it was a pretty miserable time for all of us. I made it a miserable time. And I finally got to a point where I said, wait a minute, what am I feeling sorry for, man? And I was so thankful for what I got out of my life. I came out of the hospital, and my birthday, I turned 60, and having survived the operation and the feeling sorry about the hip, I then proceeded to feel sorry about being 60. And I wasn't too thrilled about that. Got out of that, too. With the love and support of my wife, those who are dearest and nearest to me, my family, what I call my family, Murphy Bennett, Shirley Rhodes, Jack Haley Jr., Mark Rydell, Bobby Blake, cats who hang in with you, you know. It is a very nice thing. It was nice tonight to walk in. And Mr. Roach, I learned what class was tonight. I always thought I knew what class was in terms of doing the proper thing. I went through the period of doing it because it was to be done. I did it, and it was phony. Then I had to just take and rip myself apart 20 years ago or so. And it was a long, slow climb. And I only feel that in the last 3-4 years that I suddenly start to attain an honesty as a human being. But he showed me about class. This gentleman, 94 years young, walked from his table, because I recognized him, but I didn't want to intrude. He walked from his table over to me, and he said, "Congratulations on the award." And my name is Hal Roach. And I'm with my mouth open. And I said, "Mr. Roach, of course, and thank you, it's my pleasure. I was going to come over," and blah, 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 blah. And other people came around. And before I could get back to you, Mr. Roach, to tell you, thank you. Thank you for making this business what I always dreamt about. But I never dreamt that I'd meet you. Meeting you, looking around, seeing my friends here tonight. This is a great honor for me. This is something I don't know about the rest of it. In the old days, I used to say things like, "I'll get an Academy Award," and all that jazz. I ain't never gonna get an Academy Award. You know. And I don't, I'm just so happy about where I am. Everybody says that line about they got that thing together, you know. I'm just happy where I am. I thank God. I thank all the fates. I think, well, in your mind's eye, you always say, I think I left something. I've been in show business 57 years. And I have no envy. No, I have no envy for any of the young guys who are around. I look at them and say, yeah, man, do it. Take it and go. When Alphonse came up, I saw him in New York in the show before he came out here. And he's a brilliant young talent. And in him, I see some of me. Because I started, see? And I say, yeah. I look at Emmanuel Lewis, and I go, that's me. You know, with my dad and uncle and Rufus Jones for president, you know, with Ethel Waters, the picture I did. I think about the Hollywood press. It was in Hollywood that all of the sunshine broke open for me in this business with my dad, my uncle, and myself. And like the trio that was here, those young, wonderful singers, and an affair. There was an annual affair that was given a charity that was given by Ida B. Mayer Cummings. And we were a young act, had never played in Hollywood, and they said, go on, and we opened the show, and we tried to destroy the audience. That night, sitting in the audience was Herman Hoover. From that night, we got zeros. From zeros, the rest was history for me. And I hope that kind of good feeling goes to those young people who were up here tonight. I hope that this will be the start of something that will be as good for them as that was for me. Because Ned said it, you know, you ain't the easiest audience, you know. You know, he said it. He put it right on the line, man. He said, you know. But I thank you for what you've done for me. I would like to take time out to thank the press for being generous. I've always considered myself not a critic's favorite, but the people liked me. But somewhere along the line, I guess I forgot that the press are people. But I soon learned that the good friends stick with you. And if you're in trouble, as I have been in the past, not in the last 10 years, however, I told a cat at the sidelight, I told a cat at the airport, going through my luggage, he said, hey, Sam, you know, hey, Sam, hey, it's good to see you. You don't have to open up your case, you know. Now, I remember the days I would have fingernails like Howard Hughes now. The only reason I don't is because I used to sit as I was going through customs, right? The cat this time, oh, Sam, go right through. I said, oh, no, I'm straight. You won't open up every one of these bags. You understand me? No, baby. So when I say I'm glad I'm where I am at this point, it's based upon the fact that so many good things. I have a beautiful wife. I have a good home life. I'm surrounded by good friends. I'm allowed to be in a business that I respect, and I feel the respect from the people in the business. This fortifies it. To the young people in this business, be good to it, babe. Don't just run through it. Stop and look at the audience. And if they're, you know, the nightclub performers particularly, I hope that the Michaels, the Princes, who are all people that I like, that they will enjoy the business. Guys like myself, as Richard was kind enough to say in his case, as an inspiration, I hope so. And I hope that they realize, the young people, Hal Hunt's as well, know they got the baton now. It's like a relay race. I was there, hand it to you, and keep on trucking, man, and keep it moving down the line. But do it with honesty, do it with dignity, and make every film, every show, every appearance, make it think, this is the last time I'm ever going to do this. This is the last time I will sing this song. And if you do that, because that's what I do, you know, it's nice when you can do Bojangles and do it for 14 years, and it still get a feeling, right? Because I figured this may be the last. Special Prince, Mr. Roach, I love you. Thank you, and thank you.